more on Intel's record year. A Bloomberg best is with us. Jim Kelleher is the director of research at Argus. He is one of the most accurate forecasters on tech stocks, and he is with us on the phone from New York. Jim, thanks so much for being with us this morning. So Intel reported its best quarterly and yearly results ever, thanks to this server chip business. But revenue from desktop and laptop essentially the same as a year ago. So how long does Intel have to develop tablet chips?
Good morning, Deirdre. Well, you know, they're really already on the road to doing that. The second generation core chips that were introduced the other day, the Sandy Bridge architecture chips, very small, combining graphics processing, and we could see them starting to work Sandy Bridge and also their Atom, their small processor, into the tablet market this year. According to Paul Otellini, Atom is already designed into at least 7 devices and is compatible with 3 operating systems. So it's they're really pushing hard there.
This year, you think that Intel will be competitive in this market. And you mentioned the CEO, Paul Otellini. I mean, he seems to be discounting the notion that these tablet sales have cannibalized laptop sales. Part of his argument, it seems to be, is that the more people are using mobile, server chips are more necessary to store data. How sound is that argument? I mean, how much can Intel continue to grow the server chip business?
Well, we certainly think that the tablet market will dent rather than decimate the PC market, and it's very true that Intel will continue to draw strength at the top of the market. Their server business, data center group revenue is up 25%, and particularly the microprocessors, the Xeon processors for servers, continue to grow. Even though we talk about cloud and virtualization, the data center market is going to continue to need lots more hardware and lots more processors and chips.
Jim, we know that Intel does business all around the world and in a lot of countries that don't necessarily have the same infrastructure as in the U.S. or Western Europe, for example. A lot of people on smartphones, even in places where there aren't roads. ARM holdings getting lots of attention. Do you think Intel is going to step up and try to compete with ARM a little bit better for all things mobile?
A lot of people don't realize that ARM has had a lead on Intel for quite some time. They are the processor of choice in almost all smartphones and in the early tablets like iPad. But with the new Sandy Bridge, and particularly with the follow-up called Ivy Bridge, it's a very small chip, 22 nanometers. It combines graphic and core processing. And once Ivy Bridge and the follow-up called Haslam get going for Intel, we think they could actually take a little away from ARM, even in the smartphone market, but certainly in the tablet market.
Jim, thank you so much for joining us. Jim Kelleher joining us there. He works with Argus Research, a Bloomberg best.